Hello again, welcome back everyone. LiquorHound here with you, and thank you for joining me once again for another spirit review video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some heavy hitter rums, what I like to consider heavy hitters, meaning they're still out there, but these are big, powerful, impactful rums. So if you're just getting into rums and you're still on the Zaccapas and the Zayas and the lighter, 80 proof sweeter ones, this is going to be a little, probably a little more powerful than you're used to. But again, if you're coming from the bourbon world and you're used to higher ABV stuff and you're starting to get into rums, these are going to be lines you're going to want to look at because they're going to give you a lot of power without all the sugar and just really quality high quality distillate. Okay, really well matured, by the way, most of these. This one's not, but it's fantastic distillate. Okay, so introduce the lines. Gregarious Grump. Okay, Gregarious Grump has been around, I want to say, since like 2019, and it's out of Houston, Texas. Christopher Hart, who kind of hosts the Houston Bourbon Social there each and every year, kind of is behind this brand. All right, so he's the one selecting the barrels and stuff like that. When they first started, you may see different kind of bottles on the shelf. I think it was 2020, 2021 when they first started with the round-shouldered bottle, tall, round shoulders, and then the following year they actually switched to this more square bottle. Uh, Regardless, they're both still 750 mLs. It's just that this was, the round shoulders were the first lot of barrels he ever selected, and it was, like 3 barrels from Guyana, 3 different proofs, usually about 16 years old. I think there was a Jamaican, Belize, what else was there? It was something else. But anyway, we're going to be taking a look at the Belize from that first launch. And this one is 130.2 proof, 14 years old. Huge Belize. You can see the barrel char on the bottom of this thing. It is not chill filtered. It is very lightly, roughly filtered. So again, it's still letting some of that through. But hey, that's beautiful in my eyes. All right, now the next one, this was from his next slide after they switched to the square shoulders. This one is a Barbados rum, 19 years old. Now this 19-year-old Barbados was, let's see, 108 proof, all right? Now they say it's undisclosed as far as where it came from specifically, so what are you gonna do? Can't hardly, there's a few, Foursquare, could be Mount Gay, who knows, but we're gonna taste that one as well. Price point on these, I think originally this one was like $100, and I think this one may go up to like 130 or something like that, 150. But I've been seeing the prices fluctuate. I've seen them, some stores will price them really high because like they had a 27-year-old Jamaican recently, and I'm sure that one was over $200. But now, we'll still see them every now and then, and they'll have them, again, anywhere from 70 to 150 on average, okay, depending on the age and stuff like that. Okay, next up, Balcones out of Waco, Texas. Balcones does fantastic single malts. They're really focusing now on their corn whiskeys and stuff like that, but their rum production has really gained a lot of steam lately. And I know they've been working hard on that because for several years when I'd be passing through and I'd be going down to maybe go see Andalusia, right? Because Andalusia is another Texas distillery that does really good rum. Well, Moose and Jared and them from Balcones would be working on their rums together, tasting rums together, and being like, I guess they're brainstorming on how they can kind of get close to those really dark Jamaicans and stuff with the dunder and the funk. So they've been working on it. And this one right here, the Still Strength White Rum, that's in celebration of their 15th anniversary, was their most dundered to date. And it is a big rum. I think it's 69% ABV, so a huge rum straight off the still. We're going to go through that one. And then from this one, we're going to head over to an aged version. Now, this aged version is aged 78 months, 58.9% ABV, but 78 months in a combination of new oak and, again, ex-bourbon barrel matured. So we'll take a look at the aged version. And last but not least, Barrel Craft Spirits. They've been doing a lot of blends of rums, and this is one of those. 131 proof, a blend of Martinique, Guyana, I want to say it's Jamaican, and Barbados. Yeah, so it's a blend of everything, but 131 proof, very, very powerful. Now, at the end of this video, if you're a patron of mine, you can join us over at patreon.com/LiquorHound. I'm going to showcase the 2 rums that, in my mind, will probably annihilate these, all right? One which I know will. The other one's close, but the other one's, you know, it's just really flies under everybody's radar. Nobody really knows about it. So if you can, consider joining us over at patreon.com/LiquorHound, where you help support this channel because I am self-purchasing all these bottles to review for you, so you get unbiased, straightforward reviews. All right, now before we get to those, the actual nosing and tasting, price point wise, again, we've talked about these. This one was 52. I think this one was 65. So great values there on the Balcones rums. And then this one was $100 from Barrell Craft Spirits. All right, but we're going to start way back over here with the Gregarious Grump, 19-year-old Belize. What was that one again? 108 proof, roughly. Okay, here we go. Oh, golly. It's a really juicy rum. It almost has like a white grape aspect to this one. White grape, plums, lots of molasses and brown sugar, butterscotch, clove heavy, little anise, and that's about it. But let's go to the taste. Ooh, my goodness. Very, very rich and viscous, and it is sweet, but again, no sugar added. This is just from the sugar cane, from the molasses, from the distillate. Oof. Medium high viscosity. It's got the sweetness of a rum that you enjoy, that you're looking for, and then it's got that little bit of that funk in there as well that I really like. Complexity of flavor. There's almost a little shaved coconut on this one. It's crazy. Lots of American oak influence here. This one has like a, what is that called? Candy corn, little candy corn on it. But mostly that big molasses, that savory tone of the rum. That is beautiful. If you see, again, these out there, these are always really good rums. Just have to make sure you find them at the great value, okay? Next up, the slightly older one, the first release of Barrell's 14-year Belize at 130.2 proof. On the nose, wow, yeah. Huge brown sugar, butterscotch, molasses, maybe even a little sorghum here. Not a lot of fruit on this one. This one is all about the sugar and the molasses. Yeah, I mean, super light, little super light, like cherry. That's about it. Big oak. On the taste, boom, big, huge butterscotch, big molasses, brown sugar, little clove, some leather tone, some orange oil. Not super complex, but it doesn't drink 130 proof either, so that's kind of dangerous. This one is just big, sweet, rich rum. Just rum, nothing crazy, no real funky or anything like that. Matter of fact, I think this one had even a little more funk than the Belize. Okay, now we're going to go to the most heavily dundered Balcones rum they've ever made. Still strength white rum. 69%. Get a good coating on that glass. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. This is what I'm looking for. This is where I'm like, now we're getting into that weird. It's got that vegetal sugar cane, but also like asparagus or, yeah, asparagus and mint, lime zest. It's sweet, but it's got all that vegetal going on. Lightly floral, funky. That's really, really nice. Here we go. Candy corn sweetness. Yeah, candy corn, very rich. Mouth coating, super oily. Medium high viscosity. Everything that I was getting on the nose coming through on the palate. That mint, really nice spearmint tone. And it's like fresh mint. Oh yeah, pure raw sugar cane juice. That little like almost like steamed asparagus, the mint, that lime zest is in here. And there's a good amount of that lime. I actually really like the way it complements everything else, specifically that funkiness that's picking up. And it is pure just rum funk, that dunder, almost like a artichoke hearts, like it's some weird vegetal tones to this one. But again, when you're looking at agricole rums or those really big, you know, French rums, they can be like this. This one's just very viscous and huge ABV. $52, and they say you can make cocktails with it. I don't think you can have enough of that bottle. Okay, now for the aged version. I think this one was 58.9 proof, 78 months. Ooh. Ooh, much more fruit than this one. It's not as funky nearly as that, but lots of raspberry, lots of cherry here. Big oak, big molasses, brown sugar heavy, little clove. Okay, here we go on the nose, and then on the taste. Clove and anise, huge. Much more clove than anise, but big, big clove. Huge dark chocolate. Wintergreen on this one. So that mint profile carries through, but here it's definitely gone into from spearmint into wintergreen. Dark cola syrup. Once you get past that brown sugar molasses, you start going into black cherry, cola syrup. Huge clove again. Big dense oak on the back end. Lightly smoky with a little barrel char. And again, that jammy kind of fruit is still lingering. Man, that's great. $62. Again, fantastic rum. It's not going to sit you, you know, some people will say, you know, well, Balcones always tastes the same. Not in their rums. The rums are totally different. And if you were tasting this blind, you wouldn't know what it was, but you would know you really liked it. Okay. All right, here we go with the Barrell Craft Spirits. That one takes a really good rinse. 131 proof, a blend pretty much of everything on the table. Barbados, Jamaican, and there is, I don't have any Jamaican, but Martinique and Guyana. All right, here we go. On the nose, ooh, it's got the funk, the Jamaican funks there. Orange oil is pretty heavy, big molasses. Wow, lots of plum right there on that edge. Again, with a floral component. It's reminding me of violets. Grape, lots of grape in here. And this is that purple grape. Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. All right, here we go. Oh, it's so soft for 131 proof. Drinks like it's 105, 100. Rich, but not super dark and dense like this one was. This one felt like it was compacted. This one feels like it's just old and very mature. And there's no age statement on this one. They give you a blend number, but yeah, no age statement. But this is, yeah, fantastic. Of course, the Martinique rums are going to be a agricole, meaning it's from the sugar cane. All the others are going to be from the molasses. And typically the sugar cane is going to give you that kind of funky weird. But in here, blended with the Jamaican, it's just beautiful. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's savory, it's definitely grape driven on the fruit. Wow, that thing's amazing. At $100, yeah, you again, kind of one of these things where you can't have enough of them. And I think if you can find the grumps at a great price point, that's another one you really can't have enough of. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, join me over at patreon.com/LiquorHound because I'm about to showcase 2 rums, one of which I know annihilates all of these. The other one pretty much will probably do the same thing at a very ridiculously low price point. But everybody sleeps on it. Nobody knows about it. If you can, join us over there, and I'll get that bonus content to you. If you can't, that's okay. I greatly appreciate each and every one of my viewers. Thank you for all those comments. I'll get to them just as soon as I can. Everyone have a great day, and cheers.